If you want your name done, if you want me to do your name right here on the live, I want you to tell me why. Why do you want it done? See, I'm going to tell you why I'm saying this. Because people get their names done all the time and it's just out of curiosity. And people will pay a couple dollars, okay? My name readings now at this part in the game, since I've been doing them for like 10 years, and you know, it's kind of like my legacy at this point. But people get them all the time, and I just feel like they do it because it's trendy and they just curious. But it's so much deeper than a trend. Like a name reading is so much deeper than a trend. Um, it's life changing, and I know that out of my own experience, and I know that out of some of my students who actually went on to apply things in their life that match their name. So that's the reason why I'm saying, if you want it done, tell me why. And just be honest. Like, say, well, I want it done because I'm curious. Well, I want it done because I tried to look it up before on my own and I couldn't really, get a lot out of it. Or I want it done. I don't know. I'm licking my fingers. Let me put some hand sanitizer on. I'm tripping. So I'm waiting on y'all. I see somebody wrote something up there. Let me see if I can squint my eyes and see it. Hold on. Let me put some hand sanitizer on first. Maybe if I take these sunglasses off, that might help. Maybe that'll help. Okay. CEO VSF. I'm trying to overstand myself, understand. Okay. You trying to understand yourself? That's a fair answer. Go ahead on and drop your name down there. Most people say that, right? And this is not towards you, okay? This is towards anybody who's gonna drop their name and say, "Do my name, Rev. Do my name. What my name mean?" Whatever I tell you, first of all, of course, it ain't the gospel, right? It's up to you whether you take it a step further. That's why like people will get their name done, and I will go super deep. You, when people get their name done with me, and I send them a recording back, the recording could be 30 to 40 minutes long. I can see whether somebody downloaded the video. And I will tell them, hey, download this video because it's going to be deleted in 7 days. I don't hold on to that energy. Once I tell you what it is, I let it go, right? And so I can see when people didn't even download it. And I'm always mind blown because I'm like, damn, my name interpretation is $175. That's not cheap, right? $175, and you didn't even download it, like to keep it, to go back and look at it later. See, you're only going to be able to receive it at the level of your own, where you are, like as far as your consciousness is. You're only going to be able to receive the name reading at the level of your consciousness. That's like, say if like a Christian wanted to get a natal chart reading, and they do. Not that I read natal charts, but I know people that do, and they be wanting to sneak in and get a little natal chart reading, but they probably not even really going to be able to digest it because they're not at the right level of consciousness yet to even be able to receive what they're being told. Like they might have freaking Pluto in their eighth house, which got to do with occultism, like going deep, deep, deep into the darkness of occultism. So imagine an astrologer telling somebody who still is kind of in that Christian background that like, no, you're supposed to be studying the occult. You're supposed to be studying things that are deep and hidden from the masses. And a Christian gonna be like, okay, see what I'm saying? Like they not even going. I'm trying to make sure I don't chew all in y'all face like I did the last time. They're not even gonna be able to receive it. And so that's what I think happens with my name readings. That some people are not at a level of consciousness for them to really be able to properly receive it. They buy it because they're curious about it. It's a shiny object, and then they forget about it. And I may tell them all this deep stuff, right? I may tell them, hey, your name means that you're supposed to be, um, I don't know, teaching about the Divine Mother. Let's just say that, right? Because whatever you're here to learn about, you're here to teach. It's the same thing. Whatever you are here to learn, the things that are in your name are about your karmic lessons, right? And so those things are about what you are here to learn. But whatever you are here to learn, you're also here to teach. And that is how you clear your karma up. You clear your karma up by you learning the lesson that you were supposed to learn and then passing that on. It's just like genetics, right? Knowledge is passed down through genetics. That's why the word knowledge is in genealogy. I hope y'all heard what I just said. I had got a notification. If you didn't, I'm going to say it again because it was important. The word knowledge is in genealogy. Genealogy, right? Genealogy. So knowledge is passed down through genetics. That is how you clear your karma. Now, knowledge is not just good knowledge. Well, let's not say good or bad. I don't want to use those terms. What I'm saying is any type of knowledge is passed down through your genetics. The knowledge of it's okay for a man to choke you, and not in that kind of way that y'all thinking. We're not talking about kink right now, okay? Right? Somewhere along the line, a great grandmother accepted the concept that it's all right for a man to put his hands on you every now and then, and blah 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 blah. That's what's in her genetics. And then, without her even saying it, she passes it down to her children or grandchildren, or she even sets the example by living that. And so, if I do your name, sometimes I can see that kind of stuff in people's names. I have done somebody's name, and I could see that either I don't want to say it because I don't want YouTube to flag me, but either they offed somebody or somebody offed them. Because, like, it was a certain word in their name that let me know that. And that was something that they were supposed to be clearing up. But if you hear that and you just like, okay, and you don't actually do the work after you get the name interpretation, it's gonna be like, what did you even do it for? What did you get it for? Because what I'm giving you is just the tip of the iceberg, right? When I do your name, I'm only giving you the tip of the iceberg. Hey, somebody said, hey, Rev PDA. Hey, okay. You clear your karma by learning the lesson you are supposed to learn, and then you pass it on. Yes, yes. Okay, I see Vanessa is up there. Let's put Vanessa up there. Vanessa. See, this is what I like about this software, that I could put your name right on the screen and say, Vanessa, you are called to the front of the classroom. Even though Vanessa didn't tell me why. Did she? Oh, yes, she did. She did. She said she wanted to understand herself. Okay. Vanessa, have you ever looked up the etymology of your name? That's the first place you should start. For anybody that's listening, you can go on Edom Online. Is it .org or .com? I think it's .com. EdomOnline.com. Edom, like Edom, like the front of etymology, ETYM, online.com. Put your name in there. You never know what's going to come up. You just never know. Uh, wonder, can I go look real quick while yeah, I can. Is this gonna kick me off? No, I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna look to see. I know I've done a Vanessa before, but let me go by the symbols that's right on the screen. First of all, you have the word lane. Nope, let me back up. Let me go by what I'm hearing. Okay. When I'm doing name readings, I'm using my gift of clairaudience as well. Okay. I'm looking at the name, obviously. I will go into Google, see what I see there. But one of the main tools that I'm using is my gift of clairaudience. So I will hear another word inside of your name. And sometimes I will hear a whole sentence. Um, but your name has the sound of Venus in there. Let's just pause on that for a second, okay? I got sand in my food. Vanessa, you have lessons around understanding Venus. It's right there. Um, Now somebody might be thinking, well, do that mean that every last Vanessa is here to learn about Venus? Very likely some aspect of it, but only if I was able to see all the other parts of your name, like if you got a middle name, a last name, then that is what would make your lesson different from everybody else. Because there's a lot of Vanessas, right? But rarely do they have your first, middle, and last name. Then if we add on your birth date, everybody's not going to have your first, middle, last name, and birth date, right? And that is what makes, when you get the entire thing done, different. That is what separates you from everybody else. But just starting off with Vanessa by itself is lessons around Venus. So if I was doing your name, I would tell you that you need to study Venus. That first of all, you need to go on your natal chart. Whenever somebody's name has a one of the planets or names of a zodiac or some type of symbol of one of the zodiacs in there, then they need to understand their zodiac. They need to understand their natal chart. The natal chart and the name go together, y'all. This is what I teach in self-realization of a goddess. There's a whole segment. That's my course for anybody who's listening who's never heard of me. But I have a whole course. Well, it's really, I'm calling it an experience because it's not a course. But the name and the natal chart goes together. So, okay, you might be wondering, like, what am I supposed to learn about Venus? Like I said, I would have to look at your entire name. But if you don't know anything about Venus, you got to do with love. You got to do with money. Those are the main two things. Main two things. Hold on. Now, that V on the front of your name is also an L. Look at it like a symbol, not a letter. I have to train your eyes to stop looking at words like they are just words. They are not. They are symbols. Okay? Start turning them a little bit. Flip them upside down. The power of you doing that is how you break spells. The power of you not being afraid to, ooh, let me flip this, let me twist this letter a little bit, let me move it a little bit and see what else do I see. That's how you break spells. But anyway, that V is also an L. So then that would turn that name into Lanessa, right? Let's just talk about the word lane on the front of it. Well, first of all, let's talk about the L. It's an L and a V at the same time, okay? L means God. And almost, well, let me not say that. Well, it does mean God in both Hebrew and also in Arabic. Well, in Arabic, they say Allah. That's still L. Okay. So because you have that L or a V shape or an L shape symbol on the front of it, it's telling you about a path to God. Because it says lane, and a lane is a path. Okay. So it says lane, to God or path to God, and it's telling you that your path is through understanding Venus, which is Vanessa. Your path is through understanding love and understanding desire and understanding money. Anything that got to do with Venus, understanding beauty, like what really is beauty, what really is beauty for you. So think about like throughout your life, a lot of lessons that you may have had in your life was probably Venus centered, was probably centered around, I mean, like the heaviest ones was probably centered around love and money and beauty. The best way for you to really get deep into exactly what your Venus lesson is to look in your natal chart and see where is Venus in your chart. Where is Venus in your chart? Like what house is she in? And then also the two houses that she rules. So you will want to look at Taurus. Does she rule more than one house? What else does she? Oh, and Libra, yeah. You will want to look for Taurus and Libra and like try to understand those charts. Okay. All right, that was Vanessa. Can we take her down? Carter, been meaning to get one from you. I would like to see if there is a deeper meaning to my name and to who I am. Alicia, if you need that last name. Alicia, okay. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Because I'm looking at the comments now. Okay, now I can see the comments. Mika said, I am aligned with you today. Well, thank y'all for being here. I know it's a Friday afternoon. Somebody said, been watching your videos. Well, that's awesome. I need that. I am rededicating myself to YouTube, even though they reactivated TikTok. TikTok is my biggest platform. 50,000 followers on TikTok. Um, but I decided that TikTok is very fleeting. YouTube has been loyal to me, and so I'm really dedicating myself to YouTube at this point. That's why I'm going live here and not over there. Like, who better to give free name readings to than the people that have been following me on YouTube for years and TikTok? They just got those mofos just got there. They don't deserve that. They don't deserve that. Okay. Gratitude. I want it done because I believe my name means abundance. Anissa. She said she believes her name means abundance. Where did you get that from? How did you come up with that? I'm not challenging that. I just wonder how did you come up with that? You have showed that your name is your mission in business. I want it done so I know how to create my business for this new kingdom of earth. That's what I'm talking about, Mika. That's what I'm talking about. You want to get it done so that you can actually change your life, so that you can apply it. You know, I don't know how much y'all know about me. I know some of y'all been following me for a long time. I may have some new people here, but if it's okay, I would like to share just how deep a name reading can go and what it did for me in my life. It's the whole reason why I'm sitting here on the beach doing this live stream. My name breaks down to mean multiple things, but one of them is spirit of freedom. My name is Ka Misha, right? Ka mean or key, okay? Or it's either Ka, which means spirit, or Ki is key. If you have a Ki on the front of your name, if you have a K on the front of your name at all, that got to do with a key. That name, that letter is telling you that it's a key. As a matter of fact, even when you look at the symbol for in the zodiac, not well, Chiron is not a planet; it's a location. Forget what they call it. But Chiron is shaped like a key, and Chiron has everything to do with what you are here to learn and what you're here to teach. So anything that got to do with a key is always about what is going to unlock you. right? So if you got that K on the front of your name, you're here to learn, you're here to find the key. Like it's telling you that there's a key somewhere, which is in you, obviously. Okay. But my name is Key to Freedom or Spirit of Freedom, because the Ka sound means spirit in the hieroglyphics. And then Misha means freedom. Like in Hebrew, Misha, Mesha, like literally flat out means freedom. I remember when I found that years ago when I first started studying the Bible, I was still a Christian. Like I was still straight Christian, right? I call myself a metaphysical Christian at this point because I still believe in uh, the consciousness of what we call Jesus. But anyway, I don't know how to pull Vanessa name down. I don't want people to think I'm still talking about Vanessa right now. Let me see if I can do that. But anyway, okay. So if my name means spirit of freedom, that is what I'm here to embody. My whole life has been leading me to embody the spirit of freedom, embody the key to freedom, and show it to others. Right? If I embody that, if I fully embody that, then I will be. Sorry, y'all, I got another notification. If I embody that, then I will be completing my karmic lesson. My gift to this is how deep it is. My gift to the world is me embodying my own freedom. Because if I embody my own freedom and I share it with the world, that means I influence other people to embody their own freedom. So my gift to y'all is me being free. Wow. Wow. Let me I mean I knew that, but I don't think I ever phrased it like that. But the reason why I'm saying it to y'all is this is why it's important for you to really embody what's in your name. And it's such a beautiful thing, like, because when you embody it, you encourage other people and you help set them free. You see how, like, you setting yourself free through unlocking the meaning of your name will set other people free? Like, let's take somebody, like, and I'm about to do somebody else's name, okay? Let me take a bite of food. When you see, like famous creators, let's call them creators, entertainers, artists. Like, let's take Dolce right now. I don't know if y'all know who she is, but she been like blowing up. Well, she been blew up, but like we just catching up. I am obsessed with this girl. Okay, she's like 24 years old, and the way that she raps and just her creativity is so unique, and I feel like the world needs it. But anyway, like now that she has like won a Grammy and like she's starting to become like more well known, people are starting to go back to her old stuff, right? So because they want to see the transformation. They want to see the transformation from where she used to be to what she is now. My whole point of bringing that up, I'm using her as an example, but I'm talking about anybody who embraces their divine assignment. When you do that, you free other people. So like now everybody's following her, trying to figure out like, well, where did she start at? Well, how did she get? What made her transform? What books did she read? Like I'm seeing videos of people talking about the books that girl was reading. Now everybody want to know because she is going to influence other people to be their most divine self. Okay, let me stop rambling. Mika, I like what you said. Did you put your name up here? Yeah, Mika the Divine Copper Heiress. Did you put your name up there? You gave me a really good reason to do it. Just don't give me nothing crazy that I gotta meditate on for 10 minutes. Corey Carter. Want to know more about myself. Everybody says that. What will you do with it? What will you do with it, Corey? Corey Carter, your name got a lot to do with understanding the heart. Because core, both of your names got to do with the heart. That's no coincidence. Because core means the center of something, right? That's the heart. And then car is also means heart. Like car is in the word cardiology. And cardiology means the science of the heart or to study the heart, something like that. So your both of your names got to do with you understanding the heart. That is getting into astrology. That would be a sign of Leo. That would be a symbol of telling you that you need to understand your Leo energy. You would need to go in your natal chart and see where is Leo at in your chart. What house is it in? What planets is there? Because Leo rules the heart. That's why I'm saying it to you, okay? Because Leo rules the heart. I want y'all to go look up a book that will help you understand Akashic Records a little better. And I think it's called Akashic Records with Edward Casey. I think that's the name of it. He was one of the most famous Akashic record readers. And what he would do is go into a trance. And he would start getting visions of seeing people's past lives and stuff like that. Now, when I was reading the book, I got to about the middle of the book and I started realizing that he started talking about their astrological makeup. That is how I know that your natal chart has to do with your Akashic records and your name has to do with your Akashic records. I broke this down on one of my other videos that the word name is also the the word money. It has the same tone and vibration as the word money if you move the letters around, right? And then Akashic has the same tone as the word cash in it. That's how you know that name and cash go together. Anyway, Corey, I hope that helped you out. You need to go you need to understand your Leo energy. You need courage. One of your main lessons got to do with courage. Anything that got to do with the heart got to do with courage. Learning how to be fearless. That is what will free you. When you apply that, when you apply you learning how to be courageous, you apply that in front of the masses, you will free other people. Right? And when I say the masses, I don't even necessarily mean like the whole world, like get up on the stage. It could just be in front of your own friends and family. You help free your own friends and family when you get courage. They'll be looking now. You're going to also trigger some people. Hello? Because they're going to start feeling like who she thinks she is, who he think he is. You could bring out the ugliness in people too when you actually start being who you came here to be. Because that will make other people look at themselves and be like, how come I'm not blah, 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 blah? Okay. All right, Corey. I should have put your name up there. I would like to see if there's a deeper meaning to my name, who I am. Okay, Alicia, I did read that. Corey, if you want me to go more deeper, I don't know if you have a middle name. I really just gave you what I basically would have explained. And if I gave your name reading, I probably would spend more time on it because I'm kind of on the spot right now. But let me say this before I go into the next one. Um, the reason why I am going to be check the comments, check the pinned comment. Okay, I think I pinned it or I tried to pin it. That I'm no longer going to be offering name interpretations like, oh, I just want one because I just want to know my deeper meaning. You know what? It's going to be inside of the self realization experience. You are no longer going to be able to just get it because you're curious. You are no longer going to be able to get it just because it's a shiny object. You are going to have to get it inside of an entire journey because you are cheating yourself and I am cheating myself. And it is a disservice to you. And I said this before. I tried to do this before. And then I start backpedaling for my own selfish reasons. Let me just be honest. I started backpedaling for my own selfish reasons. And then spirit basically started showing me like, no, you're stuck because you're not really giving them the full thing that you're supposed to be giving them. Like you're not showing them freedom, which is why I'm sitting here on the beach today. I have to show it to y'all. And I used to shrink myself down and be like, I don't want it to seem like I'm showing off. I don't that was my own like what a weird insecurity to have. Like what? I don't want it to seem like, I'm showing off. Like, no, spirit was like, it is your assignment. What the hell are you talking about? It is your assignment to do that. But anyway, I'm putting it inside of the self-realization course, which is not really a course, it's a journey, right? So you will only be able to get it inside of there at the end of March. So if you want to wait to see what the package is going to be, that's cool. But if you the kind of person that you like, nah, I just want to know what my name means. Like I ain't really want to do no whole course. I don't want to do no whole journey and all that. Then go ahead on and order it now, or before the end of March. See, the people that I have data to back up what I'm saying. I've been doing this for 10 years, and the people that I coach or mentor, I don't even like the word coach because everybody uses that. The people that I mentor and that I go on the journey with them, they do the best. They do the best. When they are done, like some people need a little bit of hand holding and that's okay. But when they are done, they are the ones that go off and launch their own businesses. They are the ones that write their books. They are the ones that really step into their authority when I go through it with them. And they're not just like, okay, yeah, I bought a course. Some people buy digital courses and they don't even log in. Insane. Okay. And I ain't talking about, a little $30 course. I've seen people drop $1,000 and not log in. Okay. Those people have a tendency to self-sabotage, and so they need another level of self-accountability. So that is where inside of the self-realization program, well, experience, I'm calling it an experience. If you sign up for the self-realization experience that I'm going to launch in April, you are not going to even be able to get like you're not going to be able to even book sessions with me until you finish certain parts of the program. That is why it's going to be better. That is why it's going to be more self-accountable. It's going to be more accountable. That way you're not just logging in. You're not just buying a course and watching a bunch of videos and you don't have anybody to talk to. Like, it's going to include sessions with me, like one-on-one sessions with me. It's going to include 3 one-on-one sessions with me, 3 Akashic Record sessions with me, where we are not only just talking about your name, we are going to be talking about other names because all of the names around you matter, right? The names of the street that you live on, the name of the job that you work at, the name of the position of the job that you work at. All of that is your Akashic Records, all of that. But people only stop at getting their, oh, I just want my first and last name done. Like, that is such surface level. I enjoy doing it, but I don't enjoy doing it at the same time because I know that you're not getting what you really came to get. As much as you might be like, ooh, that was deep and all that, you're not really getting what you came to get. I need to be pointed in the right direction of my mission and lesson. Mika, what? Drop your name down there, girl. Did you put your name? Hey, I swear I did not get the notification. Oh, I want to get it done so bad. Why are you not getting it done then, Mr. Johnson? What you waiting on? Greetings, Black Fire. Hey, y'all. In the nation chat. Okay, that's what we gonna call this, the nation chat. Can I have a shout out, Capri? Hey, Capri. Diggle your shout out. I think butterfly maybe. Hmm. The CEO VSL. Are you talking about in regards to your name? I see somebody putting please, please, please. What you want to shout out? It will knock you out the live. Okay, yeah. If I go out, that's why I didn't do. That's why I didn't do it. That's why I didn't do it. Shout out to the 17 people still hanging on 38 minutes later. Thank y'all for being here with me on this beautiful day. I am so happy. I am loving this. I am loving that y'all are hanging out with me. And I'm right. I wish I could like turn the camera around. Let me. I know y'all know what the ocean look like, but let me show y'all where I'm looking at. Let me tell y'all what I'm looking at. You see? You see the water? You see the water? Okay. Was that weird? No, I just wanted to show y'all my happiness. I wanted to show y'all my happiness. I saw Lane the first time you posted. Exactly. Lane. Stay in your lane, Vanessa. Vanessa, find your lane. Only you. That's also what I would tell you on your. If I was doing your name, I would tell you you have to find your lane and stay in it. Your lane is for you and only you. You can't worry about nobody else stealing it, taking it. It's for you. Okay? It's interesting. Maybe that's where the LV and Louis Vuitton. Oh, so your name is Shamica. Okay, I didn't want to assume. Shamica. I've done that name so many times. Shamika, do you see the word shame on the front of your name? It's right there. Let me put your let me highlight you. Shamika. Now, you know what that means? First of all, let me what's the word I'm looking for? Let me empathize with you, Shamika. Cause my name got shame in it too. Kamisha got shame in it. See, I talked about, oh, my name means spirit of freedom, and it means a lot of things, but it also got shame in there, which tells me that that's one of the things, one of my main lessons that I have to conquer in this life is getting over shame. Shame of, oh man, I feel it. I feel it in my body. I don't want to start crying, y'all. But shame of one of my biggest shames, let me tell y'all a secret. One of my biggest shames has been around men. The relationships that I've been in my whole life, right? Not valuing myself, not choosing, not picking good, not choosing good. Spirit told me that women choose, men pick. By the way, I'm not gonna have a conversation about that today. Maybe, excuse me, maybe another day. When I say spirit told me, I mean it was in a dream. It wasn't just something like, oh yeah, like just spirit just told me, like made it up. Like no, like it was in a dream where somebody told me that women choose, men pick. We'll talk about that on another day, though. But anyway, my point here is that Shamika, your name is because you got that ka on the front of it, that's spirit. So it literally says spirit of shame. So it's telling you that you have to learn how to alchemize that. You know, anything that we think is a bad energy, like a bad thing, like fear and guilt and shame and insecurity, like it can be used in another way. We just have to learn how to use it to our advantage. And I'll give you an example, right? So when it comes to something like shame, it's like, let me use me so I'm not projecting on you, okay? If I feel shame for, mm, I don't know, not right. I'm sitting up here eating with something with cottage cheese in it, and I know I ain't supposed to eat no damn cheese, right? So I feel if I feel shame for that, then I'm using it in a negative way, right? But it's like I should use shame in a way that actually benefits me. I'm trying to think of an example. I can't think of it right now, right here on the spot. If y'all can think of a way, write it in the comments. You can use so-called negative attributes to your benefit. You just have to flip it. You have to flip it. You have to flip it in a way where it works for you. I was trying to think of something. But anyway, let's talk about the first two letters. Whenever I do people's names, I always tell them that the first letter of your name is the most important one. It's the leader. It's the leader of the whole name. But for you, you got that SH sound on the front, which a lot of people do. And that's telling you what you need to do in order to conquer the shame. It's telling your name is always going to give you instructions on what to do. Like it doesn't tell you, it's not going to tell you like something negative and then don't tell you how to actually fix it or how to heal it. Rather, I don't want to say fix it because it really ain't nothing to fix. Like spiritually, you're perfect. It's the ego that needs to be tended to. It's the ego that, you know, triggers shame in us. And shame could be so deep. This is okay. Let me get back to what I'm saying about the SH. The SH sound is the shush sound, which is giving you instructions to be quiet. You're going to have to, I don't know how much time you spend like meditating, like really going deep inside yourself, being alone and getting to the deepest parts of your subconscious where the shame really is so that you can use the alchemy to flip it around. But shame could go so deep that like we could have it and not even realize it. Like we'll make up reasons while we doing things, and the real reason is that no, you feel ashamed. That's why you doing it. That's why you triggered. That's why you are settling for what you're settling for. That's why you're doing whatever because of shame. I mean, even earlier, like check this out, right? Even earlier when I said there was a point in time when I felt like I didn't want to show my life off to social media because I felt like I don't want them to think that I'm bragging. Like that's shame. That is shame. Why would I feel ashamed for talking about that I've reached a certain level of freedom in my spiritual career? Because I don't because there's a fear of like, well, what if they feel like I'm trying to make them feel smaller or whatever. Like that's it's weird. It's weird. And that is what shame will do. Shame will have you doing stuff and thinking of ways that you be self sabotaging shit. Like so you got aim in the middle of that too, Shamika. That AME. That's telling you that's your whole goal is to conquer that spirit of shame. Really figure out like what do you feel ashamed of? Because whatever it is stopping you from sharing your entire being with your world. Not the world, with your world. It will stop you from sharing your entire being. And when you get over that, then guess what? When you conquer that, you unlock other people. You unlock other people. That is when, let me chew my food. That is when, like, if you have, if you are like interested in starting some type of spiritual business, which for those of y'all that's listening, I do mentor women on that, right? Starting their own spiritual business. But so many people struggle with that because of shame, because they don't want to unpack their own trauma to the point where they are sharing it with the world. They don't want to let the world know about their trauma. That's how I got here. I wouldn't even be sitting here on the beach going live with y'all on a Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, if I didn't share with my audience all the F boys that I used to deal with, all the I have dealt with married men. These are things that I was ashamed of. These are things that I was ashamed of. Okay? I ain't about to go into super detail about all of it. I done did it enough. Okay? The internet got enough of my damn business. But my point is that I started sharing the things that I were ashamed of, and then it turned into a business. It got me all the way here. That is what it will do. Okay? I'm done. And that was just your first name, Shamika. So if you really want it all the way done, we would need to do all. If you got a middle name and a last name, we would need to do all of that. Okay. Can you do Deshay? Y'all gotta tell me why. I need a good reason. I need a good reason. Shamika gave me a very good reason. She talked about starting a business. I think that's what she said. I'm not saying that everybody needs to start a business. You know, that's just me. You know what? It's not that I want everybody to start a business. Let me drink some water. Hold on. It's not that I want everybody to start a business. Because people be like, entrepreneurship ain't for everybody. And it ain't. But you know what is for everybody? Freedom. Now argue with me about that. Now argue about that. Now tell me that freedom is not for everybody. Freedom is for everybody. And I ain't saying that, starting a business is you're gonna automatically leads to freedom. Because hell no. Hell no. You got to put work in. You got to put time in. You got to trust in the divine. You got to trust in who you are. That is how I got here. Trusting in who God said I am, who the divine said I am. The Bible says that I knew you before you were formed in the womb. Exactly. That's where you got your name at. So you have to trust in that. That is what will get you free. Trust in who you are. And even if you don't know what your name means and all that, you are a creator. Just like God, just like divine, right? So if you are, that is what you trust in. That is what you trust in. That is the key to a successful business. That is the overall overarching key to it. Is really trusting that no matter what gets thrown, no matter what gets thrown your way, you are a creator and you can reconfigure things. You just gotta get through those gaps, the moments where it feel like this shit ain't working. Like those moments, because they coming. And I'm going to tell y'all, what get me through those moments is knowing that my name means spirit of freedom. My name also means a hidden name. It means my name literally means that I'm here to read the hidden words. I'm literally here to do that. That is that is what keeps me going, y'all. I'm a commission. My name is Kamisha. I'm a commission. I know that I'm tied to Egypt. I know that I was like a high priest in Egypt. That's what a priest is somebody that know how to read symbolism. Plus I done had dreams and stuff like that. But anyway, my point here is that for you to be free, not even just to start a business and be successful in a business, for you to be free, for you to free yourself, you have to trust in your creative energy. And part of that is understanding who you are. And part of understanding who you are is in your name, is in your birthday, is in your natal chart. Like those are the tangible things that, well, they're not really tangible, but you know what I mean? Like those are some of the things that the creator gave us. Think about it, y'all. Everybody's name in the Bible had a meaning. You think that's a coincidence that that's in there? That like spirit was showing us, hey, hey, hello, this is how you figure out what you'll do, what your divine purpose is. This is how you figure out how to unlock yourself. Everybody's name in the Bible had a meaning, and guess what? Every time their purpose changed, their name changed. Tell me I'm lying. Every time their purpose changed in the Bible, God changed their name. Whether it was one letter, one syllable, took off a letter, whatever, something changed, right? Okay. Let me see what else y'all saying. Let me see. Hello. Oh wow, Raquel said, and it's Venus on Love Day. Oh, that's definitely Vanessa. You still here, girl? Shamika, let me take your name down. Vanessa, you still here, girl? Because wow, if that wasn't a message for you, ma'am, you got that message on Love Day. Well, is it Love Day? We ain't getting into all that, but y'all get it. Y'all get it. Y'all get it. It gotta be something astrologically going on. You know, when they come up with these holidays and stuff, it's tied to astrology somehow. I don't know how, but it is. And money, yes, Raquel. I got you. Watching and liking comments. Thank you, Shamika. Hi, my name is Sharon. If you want your name done, you have to tell me why. You have to tell me why you want it done. Y'all want me to work? I'm gonna make y'all work. Give me a good reason to sit here and do it. Give me a good reason to sit here and do it. Okay, Anissa said just off her experiences in life. That's why she thinks her name means abundance. Okay. Well, Anissa, I will tell you this. You have the letter A on the front of your name, and A is for alpha. Everybody, I want everybody to stop right now and look at the first letter of your name and think about what could this one letter, like just forget about the entire name for a second. What could this one letter be telling me about what I'm here to do, learn, teach, share? Just the first letter. Like Corey got that C on the front of it. That got to do with him seeing something. They got to do with him like I don't. Well, yes, it's physically seeing, but also like more so third eye seeing. Okay, it's about him understanding his perception of his own heart. It's about him perceiving what courage is, the core, the heart of a thing. Corey has to get to the heart of it. As he has to get to the heart of things, and for him to do that, he needs courage. That so if you got that C on the front of it, it is about you perceiving things, right? But if I was to look at your name and I was to see something else in it that got to do with water, I would be like, oh, this got to do with water, which is emotions. You see how I'm doing that? Like, when I'm reading letters and names and words, it's not like I'm just like I'm reading the metaphysics of it. It's because I understand metaphysics, not just Googling stuff. People will say, "Oh, I do etymology." No, I do way more than etymology. Like when I'm breaking your name down, you couldn't even go into Chat GPT and get what I'm giving you. And you know how I know? Because I did it. Because I wanted to say, what is Chat GPT gonna say? It's gonna still give you what you can find in Google. You can do that yourself, right? You can even ask it like, what is the spiritual meaning of this, that, and the other? It's still going to give you something very basic. Anyway. Oh, and so yeah, Anessa or Anissa. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. But that first letter A is for Alpha, which suggests that you are here to learn about what it means to put yourself first. You're Alpha. You're first. What does that suggest? That has to do with Aries energy in your natal chart. I'm an Aries sun, and trust me, I know Aries is all about putting themselves first. Some people say that they're super selfish, and I am to a certain extent. But I have a North Node in Libra, which means I'm supposed to be learning how to partner and share. And then I married a Libra. Then I married a Libra. That's a subject for another day. And then Libra, then my grandmother was a Libra. So lots of lessons around, lots of karmic lessons around learning how to share and partner. But anyway, that A got to do with being alpha, learning how to put yourself first, learning what does it mean, what happens when you put yourself first. So a lot of your experiences should be around, or you should be learning experiences around what happens when I put myself first. I want y'all to remember that you are here to be a scientist. All of this is a simulation, right? So you are here to be a scientist. So everything that you're doing is an experiment. You're testing things. You are testing yourself to see how much courage you have. You are testing yourself to see, can you conquer shame? You are testing yourself to see, can I put myself first? What happens when I put myself first? Everything, all of that stuff is a test. Like when people say, oh, the divine is testing me, the universe is testing me. In a sense, but it's really you testing yourself. Like you are creating those tests for yourself according to what I want to say, according to what you know you need, but that's not how I want to word that. You are attracting and creating experiences based on what you know, how what you know you need to evolve. Like you are making claims, right? You are making claims. You are saying, shout out to the 23 people that's on here with me. Shout out to y'all. Check that pinned comment if you want to pay for a name reading, because they're going to be not totally gone by the end of March, but they will be inside of an exclusive self-realization experience. So you will not be able to just, hey, I just want a name reading. I mean, you will in a different kind of way, but it's going to, the price is definitely going to go up. It's going to be more expensive. But anyway, um, I done lost my damn train of thought. Oh, see, you are making claims, right? And I've been on here over for an hour, but you are making claims. You are saying stuff like, I'm a millionaire, I'm a billionaire, I'm this, I'm, most of y'all saying you're a millionaire, so let's just stick to that, okay? You know, I'm a millionaire, and then that's how you created the test. That is exactly how you created the test. That's what I was trying to say. That like you are creating the test based on the claims that you're making. You're saying that you're this and you're that, or you're saying you're not this and you're not that, and then you are creating tests to say, "Am I?" That's what's happening. But you created a whole test before you even came here. Like according to what you did in your last life, you created a whole nother a challenge for yourself in this life. You're creating the challenge for your next incarnation in this life. Even though there's multi universes, you know, I believe in multi universes, meaning that like there's more than one of you. Like there's another form of you that's already living the life that you keep saying that you want to live. Like that form of you lives somewhere too. Anyway, anyway, I was looking at Anissa name. Anissa, is your last name Jones? Is your last name Jones? Let me take another bite. I know Jones is a very common name, but that name is also the word song. SONJ, SONG, song, which would suggest that it has something to do with. It could literally be like a gift that got to do with music. I don't know if you ever thought about writing music, singing music. Some people be like, "Well, I just like music." Uh, I don't know. It definitely got something to do with song, even if it's not like physical song. Song, like it got something to do with you understanding something about a song. I would have to know more. I would have to see like your whole name and all of that, like to really go deeper. But yeah, that word Jones is also song. Joan is also John, which means grace, which got to do with forgiveness. So that last name could have to do with like telling you something about like a song of forgiveness or something like that. Something like that. Yeah. Hi, my name is Mary. Oh, what a very common name. I know a lot of these names are very common. I'm letting y'all know that just because you have a common name doesn't mean that you don't have something unique. Because what makes it unique is that it's tied to other names. It's tied to your other names, and it's tied to a birthday, and it's tied to a natal chart, and it's tied to a certain time that you were born. You see what I'm saying? So you might have a really common name, but not when you put it all together with all the other parts. Mary, I know you ain't put your and you ain't give me the reason why I should do it, but I want to tell everybody that Mary is got to do with the mother aspect of God. That's one thing. Because like Mary in the Bible, right? That was Jesus's mother. In Catholicism, that's like the divine mother. Well, that's the divine mother, like the mother, like feminine energy, basically. So, like a name like Mary got to do with understanding the divine mother, got to do with understanding your own feminine energy. Mary also means a contract, like to marry, like when you marry something, right? Two things come together in a marriage. It means it's really a contract. So, a name like Mary would suggest that you have some type of contract with a mother type of figure, which could either it could be the divine. Well, it is the divine mother. Like everybody has a contract with the divine mother and father. Okay, let me make sure I say that for people be like, you can't separate them. I know, but I'm saying for Mary, there has something to do with you understanding mother energy. This could be a relationship between you and your own like physical mom. Something may have happened. It was like y'all have some type of contract, but the whole purpose was for you to understand something about mother energy or feminine energy or nurturing energy. You know, I want y'all to remember while I'm talking and saying all this stuff, whatever I say that you're here to learn, it also means that you're here to teach. Don't forget that. It is not only for you. You are not here only for you. Everybody's here for everybody. That is what metaphysics really boils down to, like unity. There's no, oh, I'm gonna say something, and I know some people gonna be like, "Yes, there is." There is no separation of race. There's one race, and it's called humanity. Yes, there are different cultures. Yes, there are different tones of melanin, and I understand that there's that melanin. They are the original people, and I'm 100% stand 10 toes down on that. Okay, I'm not negating that. What I'm saying though is that at the end of the day, it's kind of like, what does it matter? Like, find yourself. After you find you and your divine purpose and what you're here to share and learn with the world, you will see that it is really about unity. We about to find that out because that's why Pluto's in Aquarius. We're gonna come together. We come together when we need to come together, and it ain't gonna have nothing to do with race. When it's like natural disasters and stuff like that, you will see people helping each other, and it ain't got nothing. They don't care that, like, oh, this is a black person, this is a white person, this is a Mexican person. Like, if you see somebody that need help and you know that you can help them, you very likely will help them. Period. If you don't, then you should probably check yourself, check your heart, check your heart. Okay, Mary. So I hope that helps you. Mine is on the end, divine spirit. Okay. Okay. I see Mika said, wow, so that must have been helpful for her. Is Jesus still ISIS? Yeah. Yeah. Marquise, hello. Tell me why you want your name done. Y'all, if you are dropping your name, Shamika done put her whole name down there. Shamika, if you want your whole name done, girl, you know what to do. You know what to do. Check out that pinned comment, y'all. Starting on around the end of March, April 1st, you will not be able to. Well, let me be clear what I'm doing, so I don't just keep making it seem like it's some secret thing. So how I'm getting ready to start doing name interpretations. Number one, they are going to be considered luxury name interpretations, meaning that when you book it, you will not only get a reading with me, you will also get it framed. It will be like a keepsake for you. It will be in a frame, a nice frame too, not no dollar store frame, but it'll be a. I'm going to print out like the most important part of it and put it in a frame for you. You're going to also get a PDF of it. And I think I'm going to throw in a bookmark. Okay, but it's gonna cost more than what it does now. That's for sure. But it's not even about like the price of it. It's about you really honoring it. I want you to really honor it. I'm doing that because it makes me happy. I have to do what makes me happy when I'm doing them because when I do them, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I don't know if this is right or wrong or am I like being too connected to my audience, like whatever. But when I do somebody's name reading and it's a recording, and I see that they didn't even download it, I feel like I wasted my time. I feel like that drains my energy. I don't like that. I don't like that. And so that is one of the reasons why I'm no longer doing it like that. And like I said, people will get their names done and they'll ooh and ah and whoa and wow and then what? And then ain't nothing changed. And so that's the reason why the other way that you'll be able to get it done is inside of the whole self-realization experience and not just let me just get my name done. I'm not into the quick name readings. Like I have done that for selfish purposes, and I feel like spirit has told me like, yeah, and that's why you stuck because you know you're not going deeper with these people. That you're not really doing what you're here to do. Like you just try to do something real quick so that you can pay your bills, and that's not that. It drains me. Like I literally feel tired. I can't do it that way anymore. It's like either I have to go all the way in with y'all or don't do it at all. That's what I'm saying. You know how I know that too? Because in my natal chart I have Saturn in Leo. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I have Saturn in Leo in my 12th house. I don't know if there's any astrology people on here, but Saturn in my 12th house means that I have to take spirituality seriously and I can't just do stuff for people and charge them money and I'm not giving them a serious transformation. I can't do it. It's like Saturn won't even let me do it. I will feel tired and depleted, and I will feel like, what is the purpose of this? Like, it just doesn't work for me. So that's why I'm making changes to it. I'm doing it to honor myself, and I'm doing it to honor y'all. I'm doing it to give y'all what you really need, and not just some. This ain't no tarot card reading. Shout out to the tarot card readers. Okay, this ain't no like shot against shout. Yeah, shot at y'all. But what I mean is like this ain't no quick. Let me just flip a couple cards around, and I'm gonna tell you this quick thing. Like, no, I want to take you through an entire transformation. That is how my natal chart is set up. If I can't take you through an entire transformation, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm going to get bored of it, actually. Okay, Leo, wow, look at Carter, y'all. Damn, I'm good. Damn, I'm good. Thank you for telling me that. Mr. Corey Carter said he's a Leo rising. Didn't I hit that shit on the head, yo? You can't tell me this ain't my divine gift. That's crazy, yo. I told you that his lesson had to do with him having courage, and it had to do with him understanding his Leo energy. Then he came on here and told me he had Leo rising. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's enough. That's enough of me hyping myself up. Is it? Am I being ashamed of myself? No. Let me pat myself on the back. Are y'all enjoying this live? I've been here for over an hour, but it's so cool and so comfortable right here in front of the water. Marquise is my middle name. I'm going to buy a reading anyways. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Rev, I missed you. Where was I at? I am Tabitha. Was you following me on Facebook? Because I do not be on that Rev Kamisha page. Is that where you was following me at? I do not be on that Rev Kamisha page. I feel like I outgrew that audience. I love them. They support me all the time, yo. And I mean, when I say they support me, I mean like even my move here to Florida. When I moved here to Florida, I'm like, hey y'all, I'm moving to Florida. Look at my cash app. Like, can y'all help me out? And sure enough, they did. They covered everything. Like all of my gas to get here, my hotel. Like they gave me enough to cover everything. Even my furniture when I got here. That's how I know I'm so blessed. And I appreciate it. But when it came to my services, I just feel like I wasn't. I had. What am I trying to say? I have expanded into offering business services, and they wasn't feeling that. You know, my Rev Kamisha page, they wasn't feeling that. So, and I can't expand my energy for so much, y'all. That's another thing that Saturn in my 12th house told me. Like Saturn is all about focus, yo. Saturn, like, listen, pick one damn platform, girl. Pick one platform and watch what happens. That's why I chose YouTube. I had that same insecurity, the insecurity of not wanting to like brag and stuff, not feeling like you wanting to brag. You know, I got that. Well, it's multiple reasons. For me, I am Tabitha. That is tied in with my fear of abandonment. Let me not claim that. Let me brush that off. Brush that off. It's not my fear of abandonment, but it's a fear of abandonment that comes from experiences that Kamisha had. I'm talking in third person so that I'm not claiming it. But the character Kamisha, her parents were on drugs. If you've been following me for a long time, you already know the story. And they both left her at her grandmother's house. If y'all was born in the 70s, you already know the crack epidemic, right? And so basically, long story short, that turned into fear of abandonment. And so me not wanting to brag or make people feel uncomfortable, it comes from like, I don't want them to leave. I don't want them to leave. But, you know, I feel like I'm getting over that. I feel like I'm getting over that. And you know what? Well, spirit will manifest that even more, right? Like when you can't see that, you whatever shame or fear or guilt that you have or insecurity and stuff, spirit will create. Well, you're doing it. You're co-creating with spirit, right? But you're co-creating with spirit experiences to show you what's in your subconscious. And so that is how it shows up. For you to even feel like, oh, I don't want to brag or whatever. So it's like circumstances will even come where you should be doing it and then you don't. And then you realize later, like, why didn't I say that? Why didn't I, you know? Anyway, is the course recommended for people who have a lot going on? Or is it better to wait until waters settle? All right, so the course will work for you if you have a lot going on because it's self-paced. And I'm not going to rush you. Like how I'm going to have it set up is when you first book it, when you first start, let's say it like that. When you first start it, you will get your name reading from the beginning, right? Then you got to take the first 3 modules, which gets you through the first part of it, which is I call the fall season. But anyway, you can do that self-paced. It's just that you're not going to get your second session with me, which is where we go beyond your name and we talk about your birthday and we talk about your the name of your job where you work at, your mates, your parents' names, like whatever comes up. We're going to talk about all kind of names in that second session. You won't be able to unlock that second session until you finish those first 3 classes. So it's up to you, right? It's self-paced. It's up to you. If you feel like you're going to take 6 months to finish them first 3 classes, I'll be here waiting when you're ready. I'll be here waiting when you're ready. And what I also added on, y'all, you even going to get a natal chart reading. I should have said that at the beginning of this live. You even going to get a natal chart reading because I've hired an astrologer. I know how to read charts, but I don't want to. I know how to read my own chart. I don't want to. So I hired an astrologer to at the end. You got to get all the way to the end for you to get the natal chart reading. So you're going to get that. You're going to get a class on the basics of astrology. You're going to get all that, but it's going to be at your pace. So I hope that answered your question. Accountability, exactly. Can do live. Can I? Y'all want me to go live more often? Absolutely. I love this, y'all. I like this better than standing up front of the whiteboard. And you know what? The last video that I did when I was teaching about, like how to read the Bible, the metaphysics of the Bible, that video didn't even do as well as when I went live. I'm like, okay, so do they really want me? Do they really want me to teach? No, here's what I think is happening. I'm gonna talk about my natal chart for just a couple seconds more. Y'all, I don't know how much y'all know about astrology, but the north node, the nodes shifted, right? The nodes was in Aries and Libra, which is also my sun sign. My sun sign is Aries. So I went through a big shift with that. But then it shifted into Pisces and Virgo, where it's at now. And I'm at Virgo rising. So when it shifted, the nodes tell you what you need more of or what you need less of, basically. And so, and I could be saying this wrong. This is why I don't want to do nobody chart because I could be completely wrong what I'm about to say. But South node that's in my Virgo is saying that I have to let go of so much structure. Basically, long story short, like I'm learning to let go of. You don't need to be in front of a whiteboard. You don't need to have a whole curriculum lined out, before you start teaching. Like just turn on a damn camera. They will love you for that. They will be entertained just by you just regular talking. And that's what I learned. It's true. So somebody said go live more often. I will be because I can see that it makes a difference. It makes a difference in the analytics says that like y'all like this more. Y'all tell me in the comments. Y'all write it in the comments. Do y'all like this better than me teaching in front of a whiteboard? Y'all like me just regular talking? See, I like doing the whiteboard because I can actually write the letters out. I haven't gotten all super deep with words and all that since I've been on here. I thought about getting a little small whiteboard and using that while I'm out here. But y'all tell me in the comments, which one do y'all prefer? Which teaching or speaking style, whatever, do y'all prefer? Me just kicking it live on the beach, just talking. Because what's happening now is I'm talking to y'all, right? I'm looking at your comments, I'm responding to y'all. When I'm making a video, I'm talking at y'all, right? That's the difference. That is the difference. You probably like this better because you feel like I'm talking to you. Like it's a conversation. It's a conversation. Kim means I am Tabitha. Said she remembers what Kim means. So Kim means darkness. That's how. Remember earlier when I said my name also means hidden words. That's because Kim means hidden. Well, it means dark or it means black. But things that are dark or black are hidden. Oh shoot, y'all gotta go. My parking meter about to run out. I'm about to add some more time to it and put some go, play in the water for a little bit. I don't got no bathing suit, but whatever. So yeah, so Tabitha, the Kim got to do with darkness, subconscious things that are hidden. Okay. Oh, thank you. She said I look good. Florida looking good on me. Okay. Okay, y'all. Let me get off here. I hope y'all enjoyed this live. I will be um, attempting to do this once a week, but I still want y'all to write in the comments. Which teaching style do you like? Do you prefer? Do you want me to bring the whiteboard out here with me? Like, let me know what y'all want so that I could, we can find a happy medium. Okay. All right.